In this video, we are going to explore the privacy to-do. And right now in our class, the amount property is public. And this is a bad thing. Being public, other classes can see that property and actually modify it. Definitely something we do not want. Now, object-oriented best practice is to only expose what you need to. You want to restrict access. And I don't want to get into a lot of the theory behind object-oriented programming in this course, but that is considered a best practice, is to only expose what you need to and kind of practice defensive programming, because you don't want other classes to be able to go and modify that property, because it could really wreak havoc on your code. And the reason you do this is because you are writing a piece of code and somebody else could be coding as well on a similar project. And by having this exposed like that, it could cause unintended consequences. So that's why you really want to practice defensive coding like this. So we have a lot of tools to do that, to only expose what we need to. And in the last video, we implemented the equals functionality. That kind of mitigates the need for us to have the amount property exposed at all. So we can make that property private and refactor our test to use the equals property. So I'm going to jump over to IntelliJ and do that right now. Okay, so we have our two properties here, and what we want to do is refactor this out to where we are not using that. So what we can do here is the test equality is already doing that. Now, instead of saying that we want to test the product amount here on line 17, I can say new dollar. That should be 10. And now we're just going to make sure that this equals as well. And this is going to be a new dollar of 15. And now we don't have to access that amount property anymore. So let's go ahead and run all our tests, make sure that these are in fact working. And now we can see that our tests are working. I can come in here, make this a private property, like so. IntelliJ is not flagging any errors, and I can come in and run this, which actually causes a build. It goes in, and we can see that the tests are running. So this is a pretty simple example here. But what we've done here is we went in and refactored things to use functionality that we implemented, and we actually improved our code because now that amount property is no longer exposed. So now revisiting our to-do list, we can see that I'm able to cross off amount, so we have made that private. So we are steadily whittling down our to-do list.